It's clear that the public... Let's see, I've got a photo of the letter, my interview notes. Yep, that should be enough to form the skeleton of my article. It does feel like something exclusive. Who should I interview next? I need someone with a more concrete connection to the weasel. Is that who I think it is? Lyney! Magic, magician, Caesar, the Phantom Weasel! That's it! Let's go interview Lyney! You see, the original Phantom Thief Caesar was a magician too! Are you serious? Oh, relax! My journalistic instinct tells me that an exclusive news story is...
Wow, Mr. Magician! How did you know which card I picked?
Oh, it's simple. Come closer, and I'll let you in on my secret. Magicians have a special skill called telepathy.
Really? Then, what am I...
Well, first you need to relax.
Aww.
Oh, it's Tupper.
And now you're getting a little flustered. You snuck out from home today, didn't you? You told your family a little lie.
You can tell? Oh.
Of course. Oh, and that...
All right.
Hey, Lyney!
Why, hello. We meet again.
Well, why don't you guess, Mr...
Oh, please. You didn't believe that spiel.
I'm sure that child would beg to dip...
That was nothing more than a little trickery. I made that, plus the fact that he was the only kid here without his parents, and he looked as guilty as sin. You guys, on the other hand...
Wow! Got it in one!
Wait, really? His warning letter's been the talk of the town, so I figured that...
Bingo! I plan on writing a column. So, Lyney, what are your thoughts on this info? Angry? What?
You read his letter, right? The Phantom...
Huh! What are the chances? Wait a minute, you don't think he's after you, do you?
Well, if he is, then his warning is clearly a direct... And if he's not, then it's still... The mere mention of the weasel's name is enough to scare people off. So once the contents of that letter get out, barely any... But I've been preparing for this for a long time.
Really? So what you're saying?
To be honest, I'm not sure if I'll emerge the victor. The Phantom Weasel is a notorious crook, infamous for his inscrutable methods.
You're being far too modest, Lyney. I think your magic tricks are even more inscrutable than those of a thief.
Thanks for the compliment, though I have to say, I don't care much for the comparison. A lot of people liken magicians to thieves because we both have the ability to make things disappear without the person noticing. But there's an important difference that these people overlook. Allow me to demonstrate with a quick magic trick. Here, I have a flower, just an ordinary flower that was picked not long ago. Watch it carefully now. 3, 2, 1.
It's gone!
13 housewife. I said very well, 13
That's the question. Where did it go? Therein lies the difference between us. Thieves make precious things disappear, but only magicians make them reappear. If I could now invite you all to check your clothes...
A surprise? Let me see! It's right there! But how? You haven't moved this whole time! What an outstanding trick! Sorry, Lyney, it seems that my previous praise was woefully inadequate. Clearly, magic is the superior art form to theft.
Don't worry, I didn't take offense. I just wanted to take the opportunity to perhaps change some of the preconceived notions you might have about magicians. Since Caesar's death, a lot of people associate magicians with criminality. It can be quite frustrating.
I can imagine. Coming back to your trick just now, might I presume that you are well versed in floral symbolism? For example, magicians often use rainbow roses in their flower-related performances to represent passion and romantic encounters. But you used a Lumi-Do spell, which, if I'm not mistaken, allude to separations. I'm curious to know if there was any deeper meaning behind this choice?
Impressive knowledge. It's no wonder you're such a successful journalist. But I'm afraid I don't know the first thing about floral symbolism. I'm just in the habit of using Lumi-Do spells in my magic. It sounds like something I should look into, though. I'll buy myself a copy of Fontaine's Floral Language Facts when I have some time. But it'll have to wait until this phantom weasel business is behind us.
Well noted. In that case, this brings us to the end of our interview. I, for one, am looking forward to the final showdown between you and the thief. Please feel free to get in touch to update me on any further developments. Otherwise, I will of course see you at your show in 3 days' time. But let's hope the Phantom Weasel is caught by then. If there's nothing else, I'll be off. You've given me lots to work with here, and I've got no time to lose if I want to write that exclusive piece. I'll see you all later.
So, Lyney, are you gonna tell us how you did that flower trick now?
I'm afraid that's my little secret.
Aww. Well, magicians are entitled to their secrets. But Paimon's really itching to know how it's done. You feel it too, right? So itchy.
Did you say smart? You think I've got the blackboard on the desk or the table. Can you please roll me a smart? Thank you. Sorry, I didn't get that couch for both of us. Well, then Captain Dave runs out. Smart. At least now it's not going to randomly slam shut or anything, and it'll stay open during the breaks. Did you like me a little bit?
Sorry.
Did you like my little outfit?
I did. Very good.
The new green socks I have, except for my dog socks, but this is new green.
We do have the.
I know.
You got the text earlier?
I was telling Dad about it, which is weird because I have not got the message. Yeah, back to back.
Favorite it?
I want to say caramel, but the last time I said caramel it was hazelnut.
Yeah, it was caramel.
Thank you.
You're a good thing.
Not so itchy then, huh? Well, since you're so concerned, how would you like to serve as my temporary...
Magician's assistants? Oh, that That sounds fun! Assistants are technically magicians too! Also, it'll bring us one step closer to figuring out how that darn trick is done! Shall we go for it?
Excellent. Thank you for putting your trust in moi. The first thing we need to look into is who Caesar really was. If he truly was the Phantom Weasel, that means that the Weasel is dead, and whoever wrote the... But if he wasn't the Weasel, and if we're investigating Caesar, his fiancée Gemma is a good place to start. Word is that she visits the cemetery often, so I asked Lynette to wait for her there. We should make a move. Let's go and rendezvous with Lynette.
Race you!
You took your time.
Sorry, I bumped into the Traveler and Charlotte en route, and we ended up chatting for a while.
It's been a while, Lynette. We're working as Lyney's temporary
Thank you. It's good to have you helping.
So, what's the situation? Have you seen Gemma?
Nope. I've been here a while, and she still hasn't shown up.
How bizarre. Maybe it was bad intel. Well, we won't get anywhere by standing around waiting. Traveler, Paimon, let's go ask around. Excuse me, good sir. Do you by any chance...
Gemma? You mean Caesar's fiance?
I'm just trying to get a hold of her because I need her help with something.
Yeah, she does. Poor thing. Ever since Caesar passed away, she's been coming here once every week to clean his grave. I asked her what she was doing once. She said she wanted to speak. She knows he's gone and can't hear her.
She's been doing this ever since Caesar passed away?
I'll bet. Caesar's reputation fell apart after his identity was revealed, so no one else visits his grave. I don't know if the mind lives on in the waters after death, but if it does, I'm sure Caesar must be grateful. If I'm honest, I think this is all so unfair to poor Gemma. Anyway, all of that said, she's running later than usual today. Normally, she'd be... Well, that's everything I know, I'm afraid. You might have more luck at...
All right, well, thanks for sharing all...
You're welcome.
Listen to quick detail. Hold on.
Shower me with clay, my guiding stars.
Bring it! Let the mountain's veins boil!
Settle down! The times beckon.
May I present? go to waste.
Did you hear the news? They're saying the Phantom Weasel's back.
You're kidding.
I don't know anymore. All sorts of news flying around. But what if, just hypothetically, I mean, what if this Weasel's the real deal?
Called it. Seriously, 10 years ago, on the day it all went down, I said to myself, you know what? This guy's been set up. The Caesar I knew.
Oh, please. Weren't you the one cursing his name to high heaven when the police announced the news? You were all,
Wait, did I say that? I don't seem to recall.
Hello there. Sorry for disturbing you, but I couldn't help but notice you were discussing the Phantom Weasel. We're actually quite interested in this topic as well, but we're struggling to get to the bottom of it. Do you think you could spare a moment to tell us a little bit about Caesar?
You've come to the right people. Yep. I was there. He was a great magician. I was right up close and didn't blink or look away once. But for the life of me,
I saw him perform too. He always used to bring some gifts. Sometimes he even got the kids to write their wishes down.
He does.
But after he died, there were also rumors that he used the wish list to find out what was precious to people. As I'm sure you know, the Phantom...
whatever the case, now that the Weasel is back, I bet Gemma must be pleased. If Caesar's name gets cleared... No, speak of the devil. That's her over there. If you've got any more questions about Caesar, she's definitely...
So that's Gemma. Is it just Paimon, or does it look like something's... Wait. It looks like she's injured. Come on. Hi there.
Who's asking?
Don't be afraid, we mean no harm. It looks like you're injured. How bad is it?
Thanks for your concern, but you didn't answer my question. Who are you, and what do you want with me?
My name is Lyney, and this is my sister.
My name's Paimon, and this here's the Traveler. We're investigating the Phantom Weasel.
The Weasel posted a warning letter this morning. You knew Caesar better than anyone else. So if you're willing, we'd love to hear what you think about all this.
Fun fact. You don't have ravens in Australia.
I
So
promise
you
you
remember
can
Shadow and
trust us.
Jackie the Eagles?
We won't hurt you.
And
In
how
fact,
their
we'll do all we can to keep you
last
safe.
batch of eggs got
I never
mold by
believed that he was the
ravens.
Weasel.
I didn't see that reason.
I suspected as much.
I'm not trying to cry over
Okay,
a
so
fucking
going back
bird.
10 years, do you...
No.
Got it.
Do
All
you
right. Sorry for disturbing you.
If you don't have any more questions, please leave. I want to be alone with him.
Judging by the look on her face, there's definitely something fishy.
She's lying. She definitely knows something.
That's fair. In any case, I doubt we'll get any further here, so let's call it a day. Meet me outside Hotel de Boer tomorrow, and then we'll start the next... Over here.
Lynette's not joining us today.
I've had her follow Gemma and see if we can make any inroads with her. Still, I don't think that Gemma's likely to open up to us. Today, we'll be looking into a guy named Lorenzo, Caesar's former pupil and assistant. When Caesar passed away, all the stolen goods discovered in his home were confiscated and returned to their rightful owners. But before long, Lorenzo was the next big magician in town, his fame surpassing even that of his master, and it made him very wealthy. He's since left the magic scene, though, and these days, he's a wealthy businessman with his fingers in a lot of different pies. I had to pull a lot of strings, but I managed to get him to agree to a couple of drinks with me. Be warned, though.
You neglected to mention that you were bringing 2 other people with you.
My apologies. These 2 are my assistants. When they heard that I was meeting with the former magic maestro himself, they begged and pleaded with me to bring them along.
Oh, forget the pleasantries, just sit.
Get a load of this guy. Forget the pleasantries, he says, but he looks pretty happy about Lyney stroking his ego.
I only agreed to meet since we're both magicians. Do me a favor and cut to the chase. I have more important things to do than drinking.
Much obliged, sir. As it happens, yesterday morning, a warning letter from the Phantom Weasel appeared on the entrance to the Opera House. He claims to be planning something for the same evening that I'm scheduled to do a magic show there. As such, I believe that I have to get to the bottom of this to ensure that my show can go ahead as planned. Naturally, any investigation into the Weasel starts with a few questions about Caesar, who...
What is there to investigate? Caesar was the Weasel and he's been dead for 10 years. So what if some sick creep thought it'd be funny to write a warning letter? It changes nothing. Are you trying to tell me you actually bought it?
Please, sir, no need to get so worked up. I do
Possibility? It's a fact, Lyney. Look, my patience is limited, so listen carefully. The Weasel is dead. Period. Everyone knows that, so do yourself a favor and quit this investigation. It'll lead you nowhere. Look, if this affects your magic show in any way, I will personally compensate you for any losses.
Oh, sir, I'm honored, really. My pride as a magician is what's at stake here, Lorenzo. Copycat or not, this person has thrown me the gauntlet, and I must—
Your pride? Don't mince words with me, boy, just—
I want to find out the Phantom Weasel's true identity. I have to know for myself what really happened 10 years ago.
What would that accomplish? And what do the events of 10 years ago have to do with you, anyway? Look, you of all people should know that a magician never reveals their secrets. And in any case, dead men don't talk. So if you really care about your...
Uh-oh. This is getting up.
Lorenzo? Is that? Oh, it is you!
Another day, I'm busy.
Oh, come on! You can't be all business all the time. You know what they say.
If I wanted your life advice, I'd ask for it. Now get out of my face and go be drunk somewhere else.
Sorry, my good sir. I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Oh, hey! Edmondo. He and I are business. This is your first time meeting him? Oh, he's always like, and he wonders why he can't get a girlfriend, despite being, what, pushing 40, 30, something?
Shut up and get out of my face. Another word out of you and you can forget about doing business with me ever again. Do I make myself clear?
Sorry, I may have had a little...
I think it's high time I made a move as well. If you really want to investigate this, Lyney, be my guest. But if nothing good comes of it, don't say I didn't warn you.
Well, that fell to pieces in a rather spectacular fashion.
your losses. Why would someone you just met make an offer like that? He's gotta be hiding something. And not like Gemma. She was a little suspicious, but this guy's definitely
I think so too. We need... That guy Edmondo seems to know a thing or two about him. He only... You okay there?
Who are you? Oh, I said way too much back there, didn't I? Yeah, I nearly talked myself into complete financial...
So, he was serious about...
Hey! Don't go prying into Lorenzo's personal affairs.
What kind of bad...
Don't even ask. I'm sorry. And take it from me, trouble with Lorenzo is one thing you don't need in your life. That's not a good sign. You're too young for this.
And there he goes. What do we...
Shh! I think we're being watched. Someone was listening in to our whole conversation. Don't say anything and don't look back. Any altercation in the city will attract the guards. We better take this elsewhere.
I'll grab a couple more of the caterpillars. I'll put one in, I'll go too.
Cramps.
Lyney's adventure team, assemble!
That's the other thing you said about the brain being able to sick with mental illness and stuff. So I researched and I said, don't just to say you're fine, you don't need help. Kindly go to your books.
It's so sticky. Not food.
What I felt like he was trying to lick it.
But yeah, so when I say my rearview mirror, told me that these are wrong, they pop up, and we are just
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl,
Probably good idea. Twice.
You followed us a long way. Why don't you come out and introduce yourselves?
So you're Lyney. And where's your sister? Ain't she with you today? Save us the trouble and go fetch her for us. Let's not drag the—
Paimon doesn't like the tone of your voice, mister! Who sent you, huh?
Save your questions, missy. You ain't gonna need answers where you're going. Capiche?
Looks like we can't have— Now, I'm not the strongest fighter, so I hope you're ready to back me up.
Don't worry, we got this!
Oh, I love how aggressive you are, Paimon.
Now disappear!
Curses. They're tougher than we thought.
Vision wielders are always trouble. Intimidation ain't gonna work like it—
Come on, let's scram!
Hey, wise guys! We ain't through with you yet! Oh, they got away! Did you catch what they... Sounds like they just wanted to rough us up as a scare tactic. And they've already... You're right! She was injured when we saw her yesterday. Maybe she was too scared to tell us...
Well, if that's the case, she should be more willing to open up to it. Let's head back to the cafe and...
But yeah,
Gemma?
you're supposed to be able to take this off.
You again. What is
But
it
for
this
some
time?
reason,
We just ran into the men who've been threatening you, and so you
you're
can
supposed to
relax
be
now.
able to
We're here
detach
to protect you.
What?
things and
Why?
that. Yeah.
I didn't tell you anything. Why would they come after you?
Cravings due to this
Sounds like they're no strangers to you.
God.
That's putting it mildly. I know them all too well, and I hate them with every fiber of my being. It's been 10 long years, and still every time I try to look into Caesar's death, they show up and warn me not to do anything stupid. How do I know I can trust you? Do you really think you can get to the bottom of it all? And why are you doing this?
I'm afraid I can't reveal all the details just yet, but I can promise you this. I will expose the Phantom Weasel's true identity. Because you see, this is a personal matter of the utmost importance. I give you my word. Trust me.
Okay. How can I help you?
I've heard that Caesar used to have a magic workshop where he kept a lot of his personal effects. If possible, I'd like to take a look at them. Do you know where it is?
The Fleuve Cendre. But the place was sealed up by the police after his death, and no one's been there since. I also know that the Fleuve Cendre is dangerous territory. Lots of hostile groups lurking around. If you're serious about going there, please be careful.
Understood. Lynette, you stay here and take care of Gemma. Don't let her come to harm.
Got it. But if I'm staying here, I'm ordering dessert.
I mean, bon appetit. But stay sharp, too. They're likely to come for you while I'm away.
Okay. Alright. Power saving mode off. I'll start taking this more seriously now.
If Gemma gave us the right location, then the workshop should be right nearby. Huh. Looks like these boxes are blocking the entrance. Let's shift them away first. There we go. It should be just down here.
Ja.
So long as the audience thinks that seeing is believing, there's no limit to the number of tricks I can pull off.
So this was Caesar's workshop. Nothing suspicious here, just normal magic props. Let's head in further. What was that? Oh, is this one of Caesar's gadgets? Guess we must have triggered some sort of device.
You're toast! Nice and spicy. Off we go. Yeah! Shiver! Huh? Teamwork is dreamwork! Time for your arraignment!
And voila!
Whoa. Look, the doll in the box is glowing. There's something written on the card on this doll. Let's take a closer look. These magic boxes are moving. What do we do?
One of them looks different from the rest. Let's investigate.
Maybe you should do it. I don't know. That'd be a them question. That'd be a them question, not a me question. Button.
I wonder what my dear sister Lynette is doing right now. Missing me to death, I'm sure.
That's weird. Have we reached the end already? There's nothing here. Maybe this was a wasted trip.
This place seems a little too ordinary for a magician's workshop. There's a distinct lack of mystery. We've triggered quite a few devices on the way here. I'm starting... If so, then there must be more to this place than meets the eye. Maybe, aha! If I just move this book, then hopefully...
A secret path?
I'm a magician too, and apparently great mind looks pretty big inside. Let's head it.
Race you!
Step right up. A round of applause. Now disappear!
Why have you stopped, Lyney?
Huh. It just looks familiar somehow. Let me check this out for a second while you guys go on ahead. If anyone makes a major discovery, let's rendezvous.
All right. we can't step on the same tile twice. Guess we've got to finish it in one run, huh?
How come you don't hear about vampire lore in Africa? What? Because they bless the rains in Africa.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
I don't know if anyone else has done it, but my brain just did it. Oh, that's such a good one. I'm so proud of that one. Oh, we should off to showers.
Oh my god, I'm gonna rip my hair out. So that doesn't work. Oh, I worked it out. Oh, I figured it out. I think. To this, that. Oh, lucky puzzle on the genus. I was struggling with the puzzle. I finally figured it out. Oi, that was too slow.